What is up, everybody? I am Bongmaster Rob. Welcome in to episode 4 of Release the Quacken. I've got a pretty decent show set up for tonight. Um, we started looking through the internet today. What's going on, Patrick? Thanks for joining me, man. I really appreciate it. Love that you got one of my Bongmaster Rob shirts. We were looking through some of the things in the sports world since I spoke with you guys last, and I've got some decent updates. I got one hell of an Ask Quack award tonight, too. One of my favorite of all-time players in the NFL. As you can tell, the sarcasm there was lying on pretty thick, at least with myself. Talk about some shutouts that happened in college football this week. We're going to look at the top 25 on them as well. We're going to go down through what I think was going to be, in my opinion, in the boxing world, the Canelo Crawford fight coming up on Saturday. They're listing it as a mega fight of a once in a lifetime opportunity to see this fight, to have these two men fight, period. What do you think? I think there's some more out there that I think I personally would rather see compared to that one. So if you're watching right now, I'm going to go ahead and fire up a joint. I'm going to sit back and relax for a few minutes because I just got through my first set of physical therapy, which was today. And long and behold, I get one tomorrow. And then I get one on Thursday. So I'm going to do my best to go as live as often as possible this week, but I do have to get these three done. Also, if you are just joining and didn't join the last time when I was live, I do have a surgery scheduled this coming Tuesday, not tomorrow, this Tuesday, week from tomorrow, sorry, on the 16th, to get this plate removed from my collarbone. I know a lot of people have asked me why, what's the purpose of removing it? And if you look, these screws are come loose. It's been in me for 22 years. It's time to come out. It's been causing me a lot of problems here lately. Extra numbness. It's one of those things that picture your arm falling asleep and somebody shocking it at the same time. That's the kind of cause that really makes you want to just rip your arm off. And I can't take it anymore. And they said, all right, we'll go in and do it. And I didn't think it was going to be this quick, but we're going to get in it and get out, do what we can. Also in the NFL, the Raiders won their first game. And I really, really think that if anybody wants to bet me on this, I'm going to take the Raiders from here on out. They're going to go to the Super Bowl and win. And this is why, because I'm really, it tastes like shit coming out of my mouth because I don't really care for the gentleman. But when Tom Brady became part of the organization after the win, he even texted Geno Smith. We'll find out what he texted him. So if you got a joint or anything like that with you right now, fire up with me. I'm going to run some dab through in a little bit. I'm going to be running some keef through. I'm going to shoot all that through the fucking bonk down here in the floor of my Bongmaster Blaster. Oh, I just seen you guys. I'm so sorry I forgot to send that message. Patrick, you and Christina both. I will definitely have that to you. I'm going to be done about 8:30 tonight, and then I will text you by 8:31. I promise. I'm just not going to announce it on here. How are we doing, Kim? Thank you guys again for joining me tonight. Whenever we're going to look at the top 25, is where I'm going to go at first, because to me, whenever I really want to know how they do this, I'm 100% sure I do know how they do it. You guys have explained it to me over and over again, too. A lot of it comes with voting from the coaches, from people that are everywhere through there. I don't want to do that, and I don't want to do that. But here's our top 25. Ohio State, I don't give a shit where you're at. I don't like you. But they're 2-0. So is Penn State, as well as LSU and Oregon. Oregon moved up, too. They were in 6th. Thank goodness they've jumped up some. Poor Georgia dropped down, too. Notre Dame still in the top 10. Florida State rounds out the top 10. They're 2-0 as well. There's some decent games coming up. When we first started talking about who I thought was going to take it all the way, of course, I'm an Oregon fan, so I'm going to say yes, it's Oregon. But there's a lot of teams out there that I haven't seen in a while come out of nowhere. And I'm not going to give any spoilers yet. I'm going to share a couple things in a little bit. But while we're on college football, I'm going to bring this up, what happened with Oregon over the weekend. Now, if USA Today and Associated Press both think that this team could have scored 90 points, they stopped in the third quarter. They had 69 points by the third quarter. They stopped. I would have pushed it. I mean, I know I don't like that. I hate it when somebody just keeps adding up the points. But if you could have set a record, you should have set a record. They didn't, because they scored more than that last year, but they could have. An entire quarter with no points. Way to go, Oregon. We're moving up. I'm telling you, we're not we. They are, because I'm not one of those people. I am a fan. They done all the work. I'm just sitting on my ass. That's all I'm doing. So, who do you think in the sports world that I decided to go with this week for the Ass Quack? I'm ready to share it. I'm ready to go ahead and hit out of this gas mask and share who the Ass Quack is, because I don't like him. I don't like him at all. And as I bring him up to the stage, I'm going to show your little award again, sir. We're going to hand out the Ass Quack to somebody who, okay, talent, unmistakable. Love that. Being babied, 100%. And it's not because he's in the same division as the Raiders, by no means. It's because you're a dipshit. Mr. Mahomes, I'm giving you the Ass Quack Award of the week, or the day, probably the whole month for this shit. You get upset and you decide to retaliate out of bounds. Why? The play's dead. And you throw a forearm? I mean, come on, man. You're supposed to be the leader. You're the only one out there that everybody looks to, no matter, well, I take that back. I'm pretty sure Travis just looks up to the booth to see her. But everybody else, they look to you as a leader. And you're going to go that route? I'm going to leave you up here for a minute. And I'm going to set this right here as I put my gas mask on. Because, Mr. Mahomes, I don't like that kind of stuff. I mean, I had another one lined up that it was going to be a good one. But when I read this today, I didn't see this. I hadn't. And now that I had, you definitely got the award, sir. And I have been marking each one of these down. The whole time that I pick these, or people send them to me to take a look at, I will have them on a list, and I will pick the one at the end of the year. I'm trying to get a little trophy made now that's a little bit bigger than this one, but of course I don't think that Mr. Mahomes would accept it if I sent it to him if he got the Ass Quack of the year. I agree with you, Patrick. I really do. I mean, everybody else, if you do something as stupid as that, and who else would have gotten ejected? How come he didn't? How come he's not doing all that? He's facing criticism, but he's not chasing the flack like everybody else would be. I don't get that. I guess it's sometimes not who you know, it's who you blow. So I'm going to hit this in honor of you, Mr. Mahomes, as our Ass Quack of the evening. So there you go, Mr. Mahomes. I know you're not watching, and I'm sure nobody will share this with you, but if you are, by all means, sir, you're my Ass Quack of the evening. Thank you very much for hitting a defenseman out of bounds. I can't wait till you play them again. That's what you didn't understand, sir. That's one of your uh, interdivision rivalries. You're going to see them again. Do you not think they're going to retaliate? But everyone's going to be ready for that, though, and everybody's going to be ready for anybody to hit you, and they're all going to be called, no matter what it is. Pansy ass bitch. Sorry, I'll be quiet now. Ooh, I might have told you up to that. Might have told you up to that one, Patrick. I'm going to see what I can get out of the one I've got working right now, and then I'll let you know for sure. All right, I'm going to put my Raiders hat back on because I'm going to add this to the screen now. Now, when we were talking about Tom Brady, yes, the tuck rule with the Raiders, I do not like that. I never have, never will. But when you become a part of an organization and you're known not to gloat, not to showboat, if your guys do that, you always, you took them to a side and stopped them from doing it, kept their focus on the game. And this one right here, I like this. Geno Smith actually broke a record this past week. For the first time since 1980, most passing records for franchise, most passing yards in a franchise record by a debut starter, 362 yards. The text message read, "Get ready for the next one." That's all it read. Now, if that is not leadership, I don't know what is. Because he didn't say, "Yeah, go get drunk, go party with your friends. Hey, great job for throwing that one thing." No, it was just straight out focus on next week. As long as I feel as long as the Raiders are able to do that, they'll be all right. But who knows? I mean, week to week, day to day, shit changes. I will always be a Raiders fan, regardless. Not just because I have a tattoo of them on my body. It's because I'm a diehard Raiders fan. I'm an old school Raiders fan. I really, really wish they would start releasing the hounds a little bit more. I wish they would pull some of these little too much contact in a full contact sport penalties back because it's so much better to watch full contact sports. That's just me. Anyhow, how are you guys doing this evening? I've been just talking away and shooting shit with all the stuff I've got going on. And I know I do talk fast on here. It's I'm very uncomfortable sitting here right now. Not because I'm live or anything. It's because of the way that I'm sitting. Until I get all this stuff worked out, it's going to take me a little bit. So I'm not going to be able to keep streaming, for the hours on end. I'm going to do my best to shoot for a full half an hour tonight. I've got a few more things to share that's coming up with me. I've got some other things that I was going to ask. To any of you watching right now, if you dab often, I don't. Do you get panicky from it? Does it rush you to the point where it makes you not want it anymore? It For me, the first 15 to 20 minutes is like this weird, uncomfortable feeling, but then pain-free, mellowed out, depending on which type you choose. The reason why I'm asking that is because, we're only about 15 minutes into it, and I'm going to throw some dab with some Keef on some Candy Crush and shoot it through my Bong Master Blaster because I want to make sure that I get everything out. And shout out to Mark for this. This one's, let's see, look, pretty, pretty, pretty. And this stuff is really good, very potent. This one is 79% THC. That's what it says right there. Yeah, 79. So we'll get us a nice big old clumpy on it, like a piece of chewing gum. What is that? Juicy fruit? Ugh, ugh. Yuck. Yeah. Rechewed gum. Never. But I will put the whole peanut butter solution globule right there on the corner. That was the reason why I ended up picking up that little torch there because this stuff is really hard to ignite this way. I have got to clean out my dab rig so I can run some stuff through it. I will get to some of the comments in a few minutes. I see the screen is flashing on the left-hand side. It's after I pack this through and go to hit, I'll scroll the screen up and I'll be sure and catch up with you guys. If I've missed any of you, please, I'm not by any means trying to. I do want to welcome you into episode 4 of Release the Quack. And if you've missed it, I've left the Ask Quack Award right there because Patrick Mahomes is our Ask Quack of the evening. And he's in the running for Ask Quack of the week. Damn near Ask Quack of the year. And I think it might be because I don't like him too. I don't. I don't. Do you? How are you with him? Or are you the kind of person that where I'm a fan of a particular team, do you feel yourself finding hatred toward other teams in the same division, in the same conference as you, if they are better than you? Do you get mad? Not you, particular, your team. Do you start hating on them, wishing them ill will and bad luck? Or do you just stomp your feet and throw something and complain? How come we can't get calls like that? Because that's the kind of guy that I am. Till I get to the point where I just stop watching. If you ever want to know why the Raiders win, it's because I'm not watching them. Since I was a child, every game that I've ever watched, change the channel, they win. Nope. I'm watching? Absolutely not. All right, let me show you what I did here. Ooh, I just about really wrecked that one. I've got the dab running with the keef on top. I don't know if you can see it without it falling off. There's the powdery keef here. It's a three-way infusion that I decided to do tonight because I feel like crap. The first physical therapy in the books. And if you've never went to physical therapy before, your orientation, so to speak, they poke and prod and grab and twist and ask you, does this hurt? They give you no relief from it. They're not allowed to treat you while you're there on the first one. They just need to see where you're going to hurt at. So lucky for me, at 8 o'clock this morning when my appointment was, I get one tomorrow at 4. So I get to relax on a heating pad all night long until I get to go tomorrow. But tomorrow, though, I may end up in a swimming pool. That's what they said. So if I go to a swimming pool, might be all right. As long as nobody's peed in it. Because she told me it was like 98 point some odd degrees. First thing I thought was somebody peed in it, didn't they? Y'all had it cold, somebody peed in it, and you're going to throw me in there. It's bullshit. Okay, so if you're still with me and you still have something in your hand, or if you want to do a concoction like this, by all means, go to bonk.me. It's bongk.me and check out the Bong Master Blaster along with the rest of the selection they've got there. Tell them I sent you, and I know you get a discount from it. Ready? That was stupid. I don't think that was a very good idea. Holy shit. Anyhow. Ooh. I'm going to throw this up there, Patrick, because I do like this comment. Okay, that just rocked my fucking world. Oh my God. Ooh. Oh, crap. You know, and there's sometimes that I've seen targeting, even in high school and even junior high ball, when somebody's doing exceptionally well and team just wants it to stop. It's awful. I'll tell you what, back in, I think it was still in the 80s and 90s, they were shaking hands at the end of the game. They don't even do that shit anymore. All it is for publicity. They'll meet out in the middle of the field. That's only for what, a championship game? Do they even do that at the end of regular games? You know, we're all watching these people for a reason, and they're there for a reason because you are a leader now. But when young kids see you throw an elbow to somebody out of bounds at the end of a play, they think, well, tomorrow when I go play, I'll do the same thing. I gotta hit this again. Oh, if I can. Shout out again to Bonk for this beast. And to Mark for throwing this dab in on this, man, because this stuff is crazy. Wow. That is it for me on that one. Whoo. Goodness. Sorry about that. Holy shit. Oh, anyway. Golly, that one lit me up. I don't think I should have did that. Let's move along to the Canelo fight. Canelo Crawford fight. Holy shit. Oh, goodness. Those of you who have Netflix, it will be live on Netflix on September 13th, which is this coming Saturday. Now, they're going to be in Vegas for this, and it's supposed to be Oh goodness. They're supposed to be trying to shoot to get global audiences over 300 million subscribers. I don't know if they're going to get that many. I don't know how they've been doing that lately when all them guys go through, even when it comes to WWE. Water, I know, I'm trying to breathe. I couldn't find it. See, this is why I don't like that, but I like that because it just makes everything just turn on. Oh, oh my goodness. Thank you for that. I mean, look at me. I'm like dripping. Anyhow, who would be your super fight? Do you think this Canelo Crawford fight is worth the mega fight kind of statement? Who would you like to see? You think Mayweather? Really? Floyd Mayweather. Do you think he should be involved in that? Do you think they should get somebody else to try to top the Tyson Paul fight? I mean, who knows? I know I'm freaking like really hot right now. I'm all sweaty. My goodness. Please don't let me do that again. I didn't even think it was that much, though. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. Do you think Tyson Mayweather would be? Do you think they would even do it? I don't even think they would do it. If they did it, it would be just the same way the Logan Paul or not Logan, whatever his other brother's name is, Jake. It was more of just for money. I think these two that are going to fight, I think they're actually going to be fighting for this. I don't think these two would be the way the Tyson Paul fight went. My goodness, people, I am so sorry about this. I got really, I'm so sweaty. Look at me sweating. Look at that. Holy crap. Well, here's a good thought though. I don't feel any pain in my lower back right now. Now, this statement I 100% agree with. I really do think they would have done a hell of a fight. I do. Speed from both of them, power. But who would you take? Who would you take? Do you think that do you think the speed of Mayweather would take out the power from Tyson? Sapp versus Tito Ortiz. I can tell you who's going to win that one. It's going to be Tito Ortiz because Sapp even said, I'll show up and get my ass kicked. I still get a check. Man, as big as that guy is, I cannot believe that. It's crazy. I agree. 100%. 100%. How in the world that man can pack so much punch and just short hits? His jabs were just so brutal. I mean, I know with your training and things that you can make yourself that fast on quick jabs like that, but you don't see like unbridled power like that. You get what? Muhammad Ali, then him, and then Mayweather, especially when it comes to the jab. I mean, Manny Pacquiao is really quick with his jabs, but I think he could hit you 15 times and just get one. Yeah, with just so little of just almost like a flick jab. He just come right up to him and just nothing, drop him. And the good part about him, I was able to watch a lot of the Tyson fights because when I was younger, I was going to my dad's on the weekends and he had HBO. And it was like every Saturday night, HBO boxing was on, and we were trying to figure out which one we wanted to watch. And we would take bets on it. But when he lost to Sugar Ray Leonard, everyone tried to say it was because of the mouthpiece when it bounced down to the ring. And I thought the same thing. He was up, went back down on the knee, reached out to get his mouthpiece, took 2 seconds to do that. On the way back in, he was counted out. I still don't think if he would have not had to have picked it up and tried to get up, he would have still been on his feet. He got lit up and he should have been done then. but everybody loves a good comeback. And I really wish that he would have. I'm a nobody person when it comes to sports. Please don't take my opinions on anything and never bet on the things that I say for sure. But I 100% think that Tyson was not allowed to even fully shoot his short jab. I think they just kept him pulled back and not let him do anything just for the money. Okay, you really lost me on that one. Are you meaning Tyson Fury and which the other Fury? There's two Furies right now, isn't there? Well, Tyson Fury is always going to be a Fury, but there is another guy with the last name of it. I want to see Oscar De La Hoya and Manny Pacquiao. That's who I want to see. Yeah, go ahead and say it. Where are they going to do it from? The retirement facility somewhere, which is a good possibility. But I really do think those guys were the guy for their weight class in their time. And when I was younger and we were watching boxing, it was just like football, baseball, and basketball and hockey. There was only a certain amount of divisions or classes that you were in. Now there's like 5,000. I mean, when the women fought during this last match on Netflix, what did that girl walk out with? 5 titles? And the other one had 3, and they were going to unify like either one or all 9 of them? I mean, is it the IBA that can give all these out? Or is it when they go to different countries, it does the same thing? I've always wondered that if every belt they carry, if it's still that, or if it's international. I mean, if I'll leave you up there for that one, Patrick. If you guys know that though, there's a lot of things I want to learn. I love talking sports, and I would be the first one to tell you right now, I do not know a lot about a lot, but I know enough about enough to carry a conversation with you. With that being said, this little fella has a name. Of course, it is the Ass Quack Award. But as as a fan that I thought I was of the Oregon Ducks, I had no idea what the original name of their mascot was. I just thought it was a duck. I mean, of course, he looks kind of like Donald. And even if you research it, they say yes, his similarities. A lot of people do call him Donald. But until was it 1987, he had a name. His name was Puddles. So when I refer to Puddles, that's this guy. This is Puddles. The Ass Quack Award. His name is Puddles. Patrick, thank you. I do. I love the support you guys give me. Man, see, I'm not sweating as much, but my goodness, I about kicked my ass. Okay, I'm going to do a rundown one more time of all the things that we talked about again tonight. And then we will, now that we're already on Puddles and we're talking about Puddles, of course, everyone does know that Patrick Mahomes, if you don't know, you're going to know now because of his cheap shot on the outside for whatever fucking reason he needed to do it. I want to look into that one too. So if anybody's watching right now, that if you know for a fact why he did it, I mean, did the guy sack him to play before? Did he, intercept him to play before or something like that would justify him doing that? I mean, he wasn't defending anybody, but Mr. Mahomes, Puddles is coming your way because you are the Ask Quack Award winner for this episode, which is episode 4 of Release the Quackin'. Oh, sorry. And moving right along, I went through physical therapy today for the first session. I get another one tomorrow and one on Thursday. Get 4 days off and then go in for surgery on Tuesday to get this removed. We're pulling this plate out a week from tomorrow. I don't know what time yet. They're supposed to call me on Monday evening to let me know. I'm going to do my best to keep going over and over again to see how many times I can go live before then, because I don't know what kind of position it's going to put me in. I don't know how long it's going to be before I'm able to even think about it. Hopefully I can do it that night. Y'all want to see me half naked and all sutured up and shit? I'll come live that night. Ah, thank you. I recovered. Well, momentarily, because I'm probably going to hit it again on the way out. Oh, excuse me. Also, I was talking about the Oregon Ducks on how, why in the world, coach, did you let your guys stop? Why did you not put in the freshmen, pull out everybody and try to keep going? I'm glad you didn't, because it's, to me, really unsportsmanlike when you keep beating them in the ground, especially if the team isn't as good as you are. But I would love to see you hit over 90 points, because if you stopped at 69, and even USA Today and the AP think you did or could have, I think you could have too. And I'm just a dude that didn't know this dude's name was Puddles. I feel so stupid. His name Puddles. Okay, I'll quit. Hold on. While we're still in college football, if you guys are there, whoever's still with us of the 48 we still have with us here right now, um, tell me who you've got with your. If your team's not in the top 25, don't worry about it. If you like watching college football, who do you take? Of course, you guys know that mine is not Ohio State, even though I am living in the state. But I do got to give a shout out to a little town really close to me where Ohio University Bobcats reside. They beat the West Virginia Mountaineers. A MAC team smack. I think they're a Big 12. Is that where West Virginia is now? Pretty sure. Yeah, they went to the Big 12, I think. And they are not even the top 25. Okay. So you came to a small town like Athens from Morgantown and got your ass handed to you. Not in a violent manner, but when you have a little school beat a big school, even if it's 1 point, they love to say ass handed to you. So I'm going to reiterate what they said again. Ass handed to you. And yes, I can see you from here. I can see you. You're probably less than 300 yards away from me. Assholes. West Virginia, not Ohio University. My Ducks are fourth. Fucking nuts are still up there, but 10 more years is that. Who'd you got? Who you like? If you don't like it, it's all right. You don't have to like not. Back, Patrick, you have a duck rig? What does that mean? What does that mean? You've got you got a duck bong? Or do you have a duck dab rig? What? And you like Notre Dame? They're still in the top 10. They're ranked eighth right now. Pretty sure. Yep, still eighth. They come up one. Dude, dude. All right. And I have to announce this again because I'm not going to take back my hatred for. You have a duck bong, dude. Take a picture of that and send it to me on Twitter. I want to see that. I'm going to save up my money and I'm going to buy one of them little duck bongs from Bonk. Little duck foot one. Oh my god, that little bastard there. I fell in love with that. Are you wishing my team good luck for the season? Is that what you're doing, or are you following in Patrick's footsteps? I think it's the Dame. It's the Dame. Anyway, my ill will toward Tom Brady, of course, will always be there because of the Tuck rule in the past. But like the conversation we had before, I've loved to hate a lot of recent and past Raider affiliates. And now that Mr. Brady has decided to bless us as Raiders fans and the whole team with his presence, when you know you don't gloat, and here, I'll even bring it under so you can see it right there. Good game. Get ready for the next one. That is it. That is the only thing he texted to Geno Smith after the win. Not go party, not go get drunk, not go 100-mile-an-hour down the road and hit a tree or nothing. It's still prepare yourself. Be an adult. Go play. And I really hope that that carries on throughout the rest of the season because I think the Raiders are in for a hell of a good time. Do you think there are? I would love it. I would love it, Patrick. I would love it. I would love to see him a little bit better than that, but I if they can push that in the AFC West, though, I don't think that's good enough. That's the worst part, is because you have Denver and Kansas City both. They're always up there, and with the Chargers stomping out the way they did, who knows where they're going to go? It could be a four-way battle, and if it's that way with all of us, it's going to be a tough season for sure. It's one of the worst divisions to be in. Because either you got to be really good or you're dead last because you're always going to just hover in the middle. And the Raiders have set to the bottom for too damn long. What's a Gorish? Oh, it says go Irish, not Gorish. Gorish? I didn't know what the language was. I will be on again before the Canelo Crawford fight. I would love to possibly go live during it. I did it during the Tyson Paul fight, and it struggled when I was on Netflix because something about when they did the first fight, it was better to do it on your mobile phone instead of your television. But I was using my phone when I went live that night because I did it on TikTok. But I can't show the film behind me. But if you want to hear play by play or my excitement and hang out and smoke, something like that. I won't do it for the entire pay-per-view or whatever they consider it on Netflix, but I will do it for that fight for sure. Um, I will be back again tomorrow night. I want to thank everybody again for joining me tonight. It's been a little rough go. Tomorrow after physical therapy, I'm going to take a hell of a nap. But it's at 4 o'clock, so I'm going to try to make sure that I'm still up and ready to go by 7:30 tomorrow night so I can join you guys again. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. As for everybody out there in this world that love the Oregon Ducks and the Raiders, and the rest of you guys can kiss our ass. This has been episode 2, episode 4 of Release the Quacken. I love you guys. Love you, Patrick. Most definitely. I will catch you guys soon. I'm going to go for now. Bye bye. Have a good one.